He changed the release date of the WASC for school candidates from 3rd to 5th of August 2026. Whilst WAEC may choose to release candidates' results any day it chooses, a check on the release dates of the recent past shows it has always been Mondays. Obviously, there was a problem because the press was eagerly waiting on Monday, the scheduled date. There was a need to quickly do some last-minute adjustments. Something was wrong. This last-minute change affected some candidates more than others, as some sources claimed. Candidates who sat the computer-based variant were largely affected, as sources claimed, especially in mathematics, English, Igbo, and others. It is intriguing that this year, candidates from the East failed Igbo woefully. The call for a review this year is particularly disturbing, as it is alarming. Schools who subscribed to the CB innovation of WAEC were badly hit. Some of them spent upwards of 60 million naira and above to set up their CB facilities simply because they believed their students don't need malpractice to do well. They have excellent pedigree and a good track record of pass rates in both national and international examinations. The inability of the Dangut-led management of WAEC to give candidates their CAPEC calculators was also a major factor that caused thousands of indigent candidates to fail mathematics and other calculation subjects. I decried this failure alongside other concerned Nigerians during the exams as a concerned and patriotic citizen of Nigeria that knows its civic duties to the nation, particularly since the whistleblowing policy of the federal government was still in force. Besides, the WAEC Code of Conduct allows a staff member to report any evil acts of any other staff member, irrespective of their positions, and there is no exemption for the head of national office. Unfortunately, after passing through the due process of petitioning the board of WAEC and the relevant stakeholders vis-à-vis the House of Reps Committee on Basic Education and Examining Bodies and the Minister of Education, nothing was done. Instead, I was sold for mammon, and the Registrar of WAEC, Alhaji Patiba, handed me over to Amos Josiah Dangut, the head of national office, to prosecute. He was made a judge over his own matter through the setting up of a kangaroo panel that has recommended my summary dismissal to the board of WAEC, despite the fact that it has yet to conclude its report. Currently, I am on interdiction based on a falsified report against me, which stemmed directly from Josiah Dangut, even when the panel had just concluded 1 out of its 3 sittings. I have also been put through so much financial persecution such that to eat had become difficult. Even though I have not been officially sacked, I won't sit back until my head is severed from my neck. I won't wait till the pain becomes too severe to the extent that my livelihood will be taken away. I therefore call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to investigate the cause of failure of candidates, particularly those that chose the computer-based WASC. Your Excellency, sir, kindly investigate the billions of naira siphoned by the Dangut-led management for failing to supply calculators, student ID cards, as many parents are having to purchase scratch cards that should have been embedded in their examination ID cards. Currently also, the WAEC management has begun to corruptly extort WAEC service seekers by the introduction of excessive service charges. A case in point is that where the current WAEC management now puts service charges of 250 naira on all pins purchased even when there is bulk purchase. Imagine going to a supermarket and buying 20 loaves of bread at 100 naira and expecting a service charge of 5 naira on the bulk purchase. Now, instead of paying 2,000 naira, you are given a voucher reading 2,100 naira, not 2,005 naira. Or imagine paying service charge on every ball of tomatoes purchased at the supermarket. So, while the argument of management may be that bringing in third-party service providers has brought in operational efficiency in the council's operations, and that 250 naira is just a pittance compared to the stress of reverting back to the old regime of payment, the sheer quantum of service seekers makes the extortion enormous. I plead with Nigerians to rise up to my matter, as I have risen on behalf of Nigerians. I call on aggrieved parents of candidates and Nigerians whose children have been affected by Dangut's failed leadership and ineptitude to come to my support. I call on all activists to come to my aid and demand for accountability and justice. I call on everyone to uphold WAEC so it won't be an organization of the past. My name is Olanrewaju Fadion, the embattled and current head of exams, WAEC office, Oka, Anambra State. Thank you.